Hello and welcome to class today, seventh grade. You are at the fourth part out of five of your prayer project, which means that you just have one day left and then you are finished with this school year. You are done. So you are so close and I'm so excited for you. You've pushed through so much, you've worked so hard, so finish strong. So for today's section of the prayer project, we are doing what is called healing prayer. And now it might be that for some of you who are part of a church, you have seen healing prayer. And that takes on different forms, but often healing prayer actually goes and they pray over someone, and they may even use some oil to anoint the person. And that's coming from the book of James when it talks about if somebody is sick, you should bring the elders of the church to pray for them, and you should anoint them with oil. And now it might be that you just heard it prayed out loud for someone's healing. We've done that in class plenty of times, right? And this one today is going to be just a little bit different because we're just praying ourselves. This is going to be one that a healing prayer that you can do in your own room, and you can actually do it silently. But it's still prayer all the same. It looks a little bit different, but it is still interacting with God and hoping for the healing of someone in our lives. So in order to do this, what you need to do first is to go over to the Google Doc, and I need you to choose one person in your life who needs healing. So that could be a family member, that could be someone you've seen in the news, that could be anyone, truly, who needs some sort of healing. And that can be physical healing because they have some sort of illness, or that could actually be emotional healing as well. If somebody is depressed or they are feeling anxious or anything like that. It can be physical, it can be emotional, whatever type of healing they need. So go ahead over to the Google Doc and go ahead and name one person who needs healing in your life that you are going to use for this prayer session. So go ahead and do that now. Pause this video and then come back after you have named that person. Okay, wonderful. So you should have named the person on the Google Doc, and I want you right now to call that person to mind. All right? So go ahead and actually, first of all, close your eyes. And again, I know this can be uncomfortable for some of us because when we close our eyes and we're in silence, we're a little bit concerned what's going to happen around us. But this is a good opportunity to really focus on God and to remove those distractions that are around us. So if there are distractions, just focus back right on your breathing, okay? And now I want you to imagine that person in your mind. Picture them, the person who needs healing that you chose. And now I want you to imagine a burst of light. And then think about that light covering the person where they are sick. Or if they're having mental health difficulties, imagine the light lifting that person's spirits. Now just imagine the light touching each part of that person. Now imagine that person with a completely healed body, a completely healed mind, a completely healed heart. Then as you are ready, you can open your eyes. So the reason that I had you do that, to bring that light to the person and to imagine their body being made new, is because that's really what God's healing is. It's God's light coming into ourselves and healing us of our physical illnesses, our emotional illnesses, all of these things. And so now I have a few last questions for you on the Google Doc that are going to cause you to reflect a little bit more about that experience. And now you can do that anytime. If there is somebody else in your life that is sick, anyone else who comes down with some sort of physical ailment or emotional illness, you can always go to God with this sort of a prayer. Okay, so thank you, seventh grade, for giving these different forms of prayer a try. And I'm hoping that you'll find a few that you really like and you can use them more often. And if some of them just don't seem to fit that well with you, that's okay. I'm glad you gave it a try and you're learning the different ways that you can speak with God and to really jump more deeply into your life of prayer. All right, seventh grade, have a wonderful rest of your day.